If you or someone in your household depends on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, or you're still waiting and wondering whether another stimulus check is coming, then what I'm about to share today is extremely important because January 6th is not just another date on the calendar. There are major developments, serious announcements, and a lot of confusion spreading online right now. Some people are seeing posts claiming new checks are already approved. Others are hearing rumors about automatic payments, and many Americans are asking the same question. Is there really a new stimulus check coming? Who qualifies? And what exactly is happening on January 6th? Stay with me, because in this video I'm breaking it all down clearly, honestly, and based on real updates, not clickbait. Welcome back, everyone. This is SSA Daily, your trusted source for Social Security, SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, stimulus updates, and breaking government announcements across the United States. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss important updates that can directly impact your monthly income. And if you've been watching SSA Daily for a while, thank you for trusting this channel. Let's get straight into today's update, because January 6th matters more than many people realize. Over the past few weeks, millions of Americans have been struggling with higher prices, rent increases, medical costs, groceries, utilities, and insurance. Even with Social Security COLA adjustments, many seniors, disabled individuals, and low-income families are still falling behind. Because of this pressure, stimulus checks have become a major topic again, especially as Congress returns to Washington and new legislative sessions begin in January. January 6th marks a key moment because it is one of the first full working days where lawmakers, federal agencies, and policy groups resume official activity after the holidays. Right now, there is no fully approved nationwide stimulus check like we saw during the pandemic years. That part is very important to understand. However, that does not mean there is nothing happening. On January 6th, multiple things are coming together at the same time. Federal agencies are issuing new guidance, state-level relief programs are restarting, and lawmakers are publicly addressing economic relief proposals that directly affect Social Security recipients, low-income households, and fixed-income Americans. One of the biggest announcements tied to January 6th is related to economic relief discussions inside Congress. Several lawmakers have confirmed that targeted relief options are being reviewed. Not universal stimulus checks for everyone, but focused payments aimed at seniors, disabled Americans, veterans, and families below certain income thresholds. These discussions include possible one-time relief payments, refundable tax credits, and emergency assistance programs that could function similarly to stimulus checks. This is where a lot of confusion online begins. Some headlines call these proposals new stimulus checks, while others label them economic relief payments or targeted assistance. The truth is, they are not yet law, but January 6th is important because it is when formal discussions, committee reviews, and public statements resume. This is why you'll see a surge in news, leaks, and announcements starting on that date. Another major January 6th update involves Social Security and Federal Benefit Administration. The Social Security Administration resumes full processing speed after the holiday slowdown. This means benefit adjustments, overpayment notices, back pay reviews, and eligibility rechecks start moving again. For many people, this can result in lump sum deposits, retroactive payments, or corrected benefit amounts that may look like a stimulus check in your bank account. If you recently applied for SSI, SSDI, or survivor benefits, January 6th onward is when many delayed cases begin moving forward. Some recipients will see deposits that are larger than their normal monthly payment, especially if back pay or benefit corrections are involved. It's critical to understand that these are not new stimulus checks, but they are real money hitting accounts in January, and many people mistake them for stimulus payments. At the same time, several states are launching or restarting their own relief programs at the beginning of the year. These include inflation relief payments, property tax rebates, energy assistance checks, and state-funded stimulus-style payments. January 6th is when applications open or payments begin in multiple states. Again, this adds to the confusion because people hear about checks going out and assume it's a federal stimulus. Now let's talk about the specific question everyone is asking. Is there a new federal stimulus check confirmed as of January 6th? The honest answer is no. There is no confirmed, signed, nationwide stimulus check approved by Congress at this time. Anyone telling you otherwise is spreading misinformation. However, there are serious proposals on the table, and January 6th is the starting point for negotiations that could lead to new payments later in the year. Lawmakers are under pressure. Inflation may be slowing on paper, but real-life costs are still crushing households. Social Security recipients have been vocal about COLA, increases not keeping up with actual expenses. Advocacy groups are pushing for emergency relief, especially for seniors on fixed incomes and disabled Americans who cannot increase their earnings. January 6th marks the moment when these demands officially return to the political agenda. Another important January 6th announcement involves tax-related stimulus-style relief. The IRS resumes full operations, and discussions around refundable credits, expanded child tax credits, and senior tax relief are back in focus. Some of these credits, if approved, would result in direct payments to households, either as lump sums or increased refunds. While these are not called stimulus checks, for many families they function the same way, putting cash directly into your hands. Scammers know this is a confusing time, and January 6th is when scam attempts spike. You may receive messages, emails, or phone calls claiming you qualify for a January stimulus check and asking for personal information. The government will never call, text, or email you asking for your social security number or bank details. Any real payment from SSA or the IRS comes automatically based on your existing records. If you receive Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, you do not need to apply for any federal stimulus payment. If something is approved in the future, it will be automatic, just like previous payments. This is a key announcement worth repeating because too many people lose money to scams every January. So what should you actually expect around January 6th? You should expect increased news coverage, official statements from lawmakers, updated guidance from federal agencies, resumed payment processing, and state-level relief checks starting or continuing. You should not expect a surprise $1,400 or $2,000 federal stimulus check to appear without Congress passing a law and the president signing it. The good news is that January sets the tone for the entire year. If relief measures gain traction early, payments can follow later. That's why watching these January announcements closely matters so much. This is where SSA Daily comes in. We monitor real sources, real legislation, and real agency updates so you don't have to guess or fall for false headlines. If you are struggling financially right now, I strongly recommend checking your state's official website for relief programs, utility assistance, property tax rebates, and senior support payments. Many of these programs are active in January and provide real help, even though they aren't talked about as much as federal stimulus checks. As we move forward, I will continue bringing you verified updates on stimulus proposals, Social Security changes, SSI and SSDI payments, VA benefits, and any confirmed announcements that actually put money into your pocket. If a new stimulus check gets approved, you will hear it here first, clearly explained, without exaggeration. Before we wrap up, let me say this directly to everyone watching. Your concerns are valid. The economy may look fine on charts, but daily life is expensive, and fixed incomes are stretched thin. The push for relief is real, and January 6th is a meaningful step in that process, even if it's not the final answer yet. Thank you for watching SSA Daily. If this video helped clarify what's really happening with the January 6th stimulus update and important announcements, please give it a like, share it with someone who needs accurate information, and make sure you're subscribed to SSA Daily so you never miss an update that affects your money, your benefits, and your future. I'll see you in the next video with more real updates.